up? Welcome back to another episode of Story Time with Swa Da Gentleman. I apologize for my absence. A lot has happened, but I'm here. Happy New Year. Today's episode is titled Late Night Life Lessons, about a time where I got a late night life lesson after my mother put out a restraining order against me. Ooh, y'all didn't know that one. Let's talk about it. So let's rewind this to 2006. It's bad. The year started off bad. My great-grandfather unfortunately passed away. He actually passed away in 2005. We had to bury him in 2006. Years already to the bad start because we had the funeral service and everything. And then me and my mother are on bad terms because we keep getting into arguments, which leads to me cussing her out, and which leads to family members believing my mother over me. Typical black household shit. I also want to note that around this time, I started going to the DJ project. This is my first year into the DJ project, learning how to successfully write songs and successfully make beats. So good and bad is happening at this time. So one day I come home from either school, work, or the DJ project. One of my older cousins hands me a letter from the city and county of San Francisco stating that a restraining order has been put out against me, therefore kicking me out the house. And me being 19 and not knowing legal jargon, I didn't know that that was illegal than what my mother did. Unfortunately, I had no choice but to get out the house. So I packed whatever I could and I left. So you're wondering, Swa, where did you stay while you had the restraining order out on you? I'm gonna tell you, I have another older sister that I don't speak to, and at the time we were cool. So I bounced around from her house, which is in South San Francisco, California. Then I bounced around to my former best friend's house, lived on the borderline of Daly City, Pacifica, California, back home in the Bay Area. I was bouncing around for a week, maybe two, until the court date happened to see if I can get the restraining order lifted against me, or would it stand? So in the midst of waiting for the court date, I'm hanging out at my sister's house, trying to rest, trying to de-stress because the situation is stressful. My mother is over here lying on my name, saying I'm this, that, and the third, and I have a restraining order out on me at 19 years old, which is unfucking believable that your own parent would use the law in their favor against you. So this one particular night before I left my sister's house to go to my best friend's house, I'm hanging out with her young partners. Me and her young partners decided to hang with some females because we are young men at this time. We're like 18, 19. So way to de-stress, we'll hang with some girls. So we leave my sister's house and we on a mission to go kick it with these girls at a park in South San Francisco. Now I want to give y'all a little bit of game about certain cities in the Bay Area after you cross San Francisco. Once you hit Daly City, South City, Pacifica, and even the city of San Mateo, you are in San Mateo County where they do not play and they are really stricter on black folks. I'm walking with my two new partners. We walking and talking, chopping it up, and we get stopped by South San Francisco police. And immediately they card us because unbeknownst to me, because I'm 19 at the time, there was a curfew. So I had my ID on me and my wallet, showed the officers my ID. She was like, just so you know, there's a curfew for minors. We didn't know if you were minors or not, so they let us go. So now we finally meet up with the chicks. So we get to the park, we meet the girls, we kicking it, we cupcaking if I can remember correctly. So the girl I'm cupcaking with, we getting to know each other and stuff like that, and I don't know what possessed me to try to act like the tough guy again when I've shared on this channel that I've tried to act like that and it didn't work. But hey, third time, strike out. And the chick that I was trying to impress, she knew that that wasn't who I was or that wasn't who I am. And she was like, "You pretty much a nice guy, aren't you?" I said, "Yeah, you're right, I am." She was like, "You don't need to be trying to do what they do. Like, I understand I may like the thugs, but you special. There's something about you," basically. Then we ended up at their relative's house and stuff like that in South City. We ended up waking up in a house that I didn't even know where I was at. And then after that situation is dead and gone, I actually ran into her, I think about maybe a year or two later. She was like, "Hey, I remember you." She was on her way to work. I think I was on my way to work or doing something. And she was like, "I'm glad to see that you're doing better and that you sticking to yourself." And I think this is a short one. That was my late night life lesson. Time for words of wisdom. I got two words of wisdom. First, I don't know who needs to hear this, who toxic parent needs to hear this, but anytime that you use the law against your own son or daughter for no legitimate reason, you are trash and you shouldn't be allowed to procreate anymore after that. Second, I had to learn 3 times to be my damn self at a young age, at 19, because other times mentioned on the channel, I've tried to be like somebody I was not, and I was quickly found out, and that helped me to become the person I am. Those life lessons that I've gotten from OGs and certain women that I've met to be myself has helped me in the long run. There is that. Again, if you use the legal system against your child for no legitimate reason, you're a trash ass parent. Second, be yourself. And that's on the Dragon's Order.
Hey, what the next episode gonna be about, Swa? Tell us, man.
I'd like to thank you for coming back to another episode of Storytime with Swa Da Gentleman. Remember to like, comment, share with your friends and family on social media, subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell on the side of the subscription board to be updated when I drop new content. The next episode is titled Meeting Hometown Heroes. Talks about 2 different times that I've met my favorite Bay Area rappers. Who are they? I'm just gonna tell you. First one, Mr. Fab. Second one, Kevin Allen, or you might know him as, or you might have knew him as, Eric the Jerk. So stay tuned for that because, you know, I'm from the Bay Area, so I gotta represent and show my love to people that inspire me. So, as usual, social distance, wear your mask, be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and one, love, peace, stay weird.